Aloha, I'm Gary, and I am going to be talking about this chapter, adding type. And by doing so, of course, I am going to be answering all these steps that we're supposed uh, to do in this presentation. But I'm gonna be using this one that I've been using in the previous um, presentation as a model for me to explain that type that I will be choosing. So um, while I just opened what I already did actually, and that was actually my layout for my website page. But then I'm gonna be actually focusing more on the text, how I'm gonna be setting my actual text, especially when you have a very long text. So to start off, um, I would like to select this part of the text and make it like more maybe attractive to read. And since this website will be kind of a formal website, so I'm not gonna be choosing any kind of font, especially the fonts that are not appropriate for this kind of website. So I actually just chose to use Georgia. There you go. As my font, um, my main font for the text, because it's not too formal, but it's not informal either. And I like the space the space on of the O's over here, or this space actually, yeah. And then if I click here, well, as you can see, the text is actually too packed together. The words are too packed together. So I wanna maybe put some air by having some more space between the words and the lines, the sentences. Because when you read this one, especially if I do this one, it just well, it's not a long text yet, but if it's gonna be like that for a very long text, it's gonna be harder to read. So let's remind us of that as well. As designer, purpose is to help the reader to read in an easier way. So I am going to be selecting the whole text and click over here on character. Maybe 21 is still too compact together, so I'm gonna be maybe choosing, let's try to choose 24. For me it's a bit better, but I think maybe if I choose let's try 26, and of course the size won't be 20, it's too big, maybe 15. No, I don't think it would be good. Maybe 16. What do you think? Let's compare the upper text versus the down over here. Okay, well, this one is actually a bit too big. This one not too big, but I think it's still difficult to read it. So what I'm going to do is to choose maybe 18. Let's try to choose 17 maybe, because yeah, it looks perfect for me. Yeah, and I like the space that there are between the lines. It's not too there's not too much spaces, there's not too little spaces, but when you compare to here, well, you can actually read it, right? But sometimes it's not good to make the text bigger either, because if you have a long text for your website, and you have and or the characters too big. The characters are too big. It will take much more space on your website, and I think you need to take into consideration the space that you will be having on your website, especially when you're having a big and long text. And then for my little title here, I'm still gonna choose Georgia, but for now I am going to make it bold. Enter. Because I like the fact that the topic, I mean the title, the text and the text are different, even though they are supposed to be working together. But you need to, for personally, I need to see which one is the main word that will be helping me to understand what the text will be about, and it's usually the title that will give us an idea of what the text will be talking about. So I guess this one, I like actually this one. Yeah, I like this kind of setup. So hopefully